I live in Illinois. My friend in California wants me to make her the power of attorney. How do we go about doing this? I can't travel due to the pandemic. No one can travel yet, still do somehow. How can this be carried out the easiest? She also needs her will revised. Do any attorneys make any house calls? She's 92 years old. Wow. So someone's reaching out to me from Illinois and they say they have someone here in California that they want to make this Illinois person a power of attorney, and she needs her will, and she is 92 years old, pretty old. So I do make house calls. I do know some attorneys are still making house calls. In the time of COVID, it's really personal preference. There's no rules or regulation on what happens, and it's going to be hard because a lot of people are scared. Even me, when I make house calls, I don't just do it to everyone. I do it to my senior clients who legitimately cannot leave the home. And the reason I do that is because I don't want to spread COVID to everyone else if I ever get infected. So that's why I'm limiting the kind of house calls I make. But you can find an attorney that will make a house call, and they will go to the home of your client, and I do what we call a family wealth planning session, and we can work on talking about updating her wills and all that kind of stuff. Can this be done online? Yeah, absolutely. Most of the clients I help, we're all virtual right now. I'm doing everything virtually. I'm doing all estate planning virtually. The only thing that is not necessarily virtual is signing and executing your documents. That's where I have a mobile notary come to your home and we work things out from there. But there's a lot of flexibility. You have a lot of options. I have clients that are notarizing their documents over in Nevada, even though their documents are California, and I found ways in the law where it all works. So if you have a question on how you execute your documents and you don't want to talk to anyone, you don't want to touch anybody, you don't want anyone coming to your home, let me know. I can help you navigate a strategy that will get your documents legally valid and executed without having to see a single person, especially if you're scared of COVID. But for your 92-year-old friend, I'm assuming that she doesn't know how to use Zoom like everybody else. I'm amazed. There's a lot of seniors that have gotten very accustomed with Zoom because the world has forced them to, and they're doing a pretty good job. So that's fantastic. If you want to encourage your friend to set up Zoom and see if she can know how to deal with that. If she doesn't know how to deal with a computer, okay, we can make a house call. We can go and set up a power of attorney for you. It's going to have to be notarized, so I'll have to have a notary come to her, but I have notaries that are doing safety precautions. When she makes you power of attorney, I'll email you the documents and you have them and you can do things on her behalf. You don't actually have to be residing here in California to be her attorney, in fact. And when we update her will, we'll go through the process of making sure she has the capacity to sign. I don't have to have somebody else as her conservator signing on for her, and we just go from there. So that's actually very straightforward, very easy. So good question.